I am managing partner and founder of Geneva Glen Capital. We're a Chicago-based private equity firm. We have a unique model in the sense that we're family office oriented, so we only have 4 LPs. It's myself, my partner Jeff, who you know. We have a fund advisor and then a family. And the family happens to be a family that owns the second largest privately held business in China, a company called Wansheng. It's about 30 billion. So we have a unique structure in the sense that we have permanent capital, never having to raise money. And as a result of that, we look at the world with a bit of a different lens than a typical private equity firm, in that we have longer term hold capability. We're not focused on IRR, but more cash on cash. And just in terms of being patient capital and being able to build a business over the long haul. Always happy to exit, but it's always nice to sort of stay in and continue building a business if you're able to do that. What draws me to Blackmore is that we're executive centric. So we pride ourselves in checking our egos at the door. And while I have some operational experience in having run a division at Baxter Healthcare Corporation, at the end of the day, I'm not an operator. I'm not a seasoned operator. And so in every deal that we do, we bring in seasoned operational experience and domain expertise. And we like to try to combine those two things together. It's critical to us to sort of be able to leverage that domain expertise and that operational wherewithal to really vet an investment thesis, help us with diligence, looking at the company, saying, is this the right platform? Does the investment thesis make sense? Help us vet the management team. And typically the CEOs and COOs that we've worked with, executives that have that domain expertise, have run much bigger, more complex businesses than we're looking to buy. And so, but they're not unfamiliar with the size businesses that we're buying. And so while they may have run a 400 or 500 or even $1 billion business, they have experience having started with a 30, 40 or $50 million business and kind of growing it from there. So the goal with working with the executives is really trying to understand where the curveballs are coming from. The real value for us in this is, to be honest, is not the panels in terms of, hearing about other people who are saying the same things that I'm saying. It's meeting the executive. I was impressed with the folks that I met with. Be able to read the information in terms of having the executive put their thoughts on paper, because then I forgot how many there were 15 or 20 or something. You said choose 8. It was good that I got to choose 8 because there were probably 6 or 7 that were not fits for me, just in terms of investment criteria. They were either in areas that I'm not interested in investing in or don't have the expertise, or just not part of our investment criteria. But the 8 that I did choose, I met a great food executive, I met a couple of really good healthcare executives. That is 2/3 of the time we spend in terms of end markets, just those 2 alone. Industrial guys, and so I found 8 executives that were able to hit on the areas that we spend most of our time. Well, I think, being very direct, the time listening to the panels was not a value add for me. But hearing the questions that the executives asked at the panels, I thought was worthwhile, because to understand exactly kind of what they're thinking about. I think our story resonates with the executives because we're just not in for the quick flip. We let management kind of run with it. We really support the executives. So being able to understand where their concerns are, I think, was a value add for me. But really what it came down to was the 15 minutes I got. Yeah. And there's a handful of executives that I'm looking forward to spending a few minutes more with, over a beer, just to sort of talk more and delve a little bit deeper in terms of what they're thinking and how they want to go about their investment thesis execution.